Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve a question under radical equations. Radical because when the variable we are to solve is under the radical sign, it becomes a radical equation. So always what we do under radical equation is to isolate our variable so that we can find the square of both sides to cancel the square root on the variable. But this is involving fraction. So I will first of all use the principles of linear equation, which says that any fraction that is involved multiply through by the LCM. So our LCM is going to be the root of what? Root of x. So this multiply the left and the right each term. So this is going to be 2 root x, which is this, multiplying root x minus 14 multiplying root x equals to 288 root x times root of what? X. We are doing this because we want to cancel this with this. So here you learn that if you have a root a times root a, this gives you the root a or what? Square, meaning you get a. So this multiplying simply means that the root will go and the x will remain. So 2x minus 14 root x equals to 288. I believe 2 can go into all of them. So I first of all divide through by 2 to get x minus 7 root x equals to 144. This is having a root, and I'm sure we can eliminate the root by making it a power. So you have x minus 7x to the power half equals to 144. So what do we do in this case? We know that the power, which is a fraction, will not make this equation to become linear because we don't need a fractional exponent. What do we do to eliminate this fractional exponent? Let's say we want to let y equals to x to the power what? Half. If that is the case, what do? We are going to make sure we eliminate this by squaring both sides. If you square both sides, this will also imply that y square will be equals to x to the power half square. Will make the power cancel to give you this. So everywhere I see x to the power half, I put what? Y. Everywhere I see x, I put what? Y square. So in this case, right here, give me y square minus 7y equals to 144. And I believe this could be considered a quadratic equation because y square y constant. So we shift in y square minus 7y minus 144 equals to 0. So now how do we solve this? We are looking for factors of negative 144. When we add, we should get negative 7. So it means one of the factors must be negative, and in this case the greatest one. So those factors is going to be negative 16 and what? 9. When you add this, you get your negative. If you multiply, you get a negative 144. So this could be in 2 brackets. 1, 2. So what do? We get the first one to be y, second y. So the factors which will be negative 16 and what? 9 equals to 0. So 2 brackets multiply simply means that y minus 16 is equals to 0, or y plus 9 equals what? 0. So this will be y is 16 or y equals to minus what? 9. But don't forget, in here, the y is not what we are looking for. Y is equals to x exponent half. So here, y equals to 16 equals to x exponent half, which could be a square root if I like, or I'm just going to square both sides. So this could be square root of x equals to what? 16. How do we clear this? If you find the square root of both, you will still get the square root. So you square both sides. If you square both sides, x will be equals to 16 squared, which will be 256 as your answer. Then we also have y equals to minus 9 equals to x exponent what? Half, which could also mean that the root of x equals to negative what? 9. You know, when you find the square of this, that will give you x equals to negative 9 all square, and that gives you 81. So getting the values that we have, x is either going to be 256 or x is going to be what? 81. Normally we want to find all the values, okay? Now when you put in this into this place, it gives you root of 16, which this will multiply to give you 32 minus this, that will give you 18. If you put your 256, it will give you 16. This divided by 16 will also give you 18. So it means that x is actually the value of what? 256. So if we let our x equals to 81, we know 81 here will give us 9. 9 times this will be 18. 18 minus this would have given you 4. Then if you put the 9 here, you will still get what? 32, which will not be correct. It will only be correct. You know that the square root of any number, so it's either positive or negative. But if you use a negative value, which is x equals to negative 9, from here, you get negative 9 as in going to be negative 18 minus 14 give you negative 32. This also divided by negative 9 give you what? Negative 32. So the value of x is also 81, but that can only work with the negative square root of 81. The positive one will not work, even though the 81 is the solution. So let's take note of that. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this educative, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and follow me for more videos. Subscribe and share with your learning mate. Bye-bye.